Hello. Welcome to your quick stretch, everybody. Let me get my video up. All right. Hello. I see some people jumping in. We are actually going to start on the floor today, so make yourself some space. And when you're ready, come on down. And we are going to start in our butterfly position. So we are going to be holding a lot of our stretches today. We're going to go a little bit deeper, hold our stretches, really breathing into our stretches today. So this is a little bit more yoga based, because I know next week, hopefully, we'll have our express yoga class here. So just bear with me for today. We're going to do a little combo. So come on into your butterfly position, find a comfy position. You should be relatively comfortable. You should be able to rock back and forth. I want you to sit up nice and tall, pull your core in, bring the shoulders down. Bring your chin down to your chest. Give your head a little shake, no. Keeping those shoulders pressed down. Take your head into a nice head roll in both directions. And bring it back up. And roll those shoulders back and down. We're just going to reach forward just a little bit. Reach those hands past those toes. And if you can bring it down onto your elbows. You can reach a little bit further. You can bring the head down, curve over, and press through that back through your spine. And inhale up. We're going to come into a child's pose. So let's roll it over onto our hands and knees, and this time we're going to bring our toes together, knees apart, and you're going to reach back into your child's pose. So reach those arms out, and we're going to hold this for about 15 to 20 seconds. So let your head rest on the ground. Nice big inhale, and we're going to take our right arm. You're going to thread it through underneath for a thread the needle in our child's pose. So you can say hello underneath your left arm. And again, find the position that is somewhat comfortable. After a couple seconds, you might notice this definitely is a little bit, you might feel some tension behind that shoulder, so adjust as needed. And inhale back up, reach back into your child's pose, and then take that left arm, thread it underneath your right. Good, inhale up, bring it back to your child's pose. And inhale, we're going to bring it up onto all fours for our cat and cow. Hands underneath those shoulders, knees under the hips. We're going to press that spine up. And exhale, we're going to lift the chin, arching the back. And repeat. Inhale, press that spine up. And into a cow. And bring it back to a nice neutral position. From here, bring the hips forward. We're going to walk the hands roll them down into a cobra, an up dog, staying here. And from here, you can twist and look behind on each side. Kind of stretch different aspects of your hips, your low back. And you can bring it down onto the elbows or bend the arms as necessary to get a little bit more of a stretch here. And bring it down nice and flat. Take a second. From here, we're going to bring it all the way down. You're going to bring your arms out into almost a W position. And from here, we're just going to place the hands down. You can rest the head down on the ground as well, but we're just going to pick those arms up and back down. This is more for our scapulas and those shoulders and those mobility. So from here, we're going to pick it up and we're going to reach it forward, reach it back. Think of trying to tap your elbows together. Reach it back out. We're going to do this 2 more times. Back in and squeeze. Reach out. Place it down. And from here, we're going to come up, roll it through, back onto all fours. Tuck the toes under. We're going to go into a downward dog. Bring those hips up into the air. From here, you're going to bend and straighten the knees. Pedaling, pressing the heels down. You can bend the knees. And make that a little bit deeper stretch in the hamstrings. Again, do what feels right here in your downward dog. And we're going to bring it back. This time we're going to pick up that right leg, bring it up into the air, and then bring it underneath and forward. Bring that right foot towards your left hand and come down into a pigeon. And if you'd like, bring it down onto your elbows. And hold here. Inhale back up, sitting up nice and tall. Pick it up. We're going to go back into our downward dog. Repeat, and then same thing on the left. So pick up those knees, bring it back, press through. And bending and straightening the legs. Bending both knees if you want to increase your stretch up in your shoulders. And bring it back down. Bring that left foot up into the air. If you're feeling fancy, bring it underneath and into your left side pigeon. And down onto the elbows. And if this is a little bit too intense, again, you can bend that back knee and roll those hips out to the side and come into a stag position. And from here, we're going to inhale, lift, bring it back onto all fours and flip it over. We are going to go into a nice little twist, seated twist position. So we're going to take let's do our left leg, we'll bend in. Right leg, if you can, cross it over the left. And then your left hand comes behind and we turn and twist, getting that nice stretch in our back and in our hips as well. And hold here. And slowly release. And we're going to switch legs. Right knee comes down. Left leg crosses over like a pretzel. right arm behind the left knee. Good, inhale, release, bring it back in line. And from here, scooch those hips forward just a little bit. We are going to roll it back onto our backs, and we are going to do our side twist. So bring your arms out on the sides, knees above hips. And from here, we're just going to go side to side, letting those knees stay stacked on top of each other to the left, up and over to the right. Back to center, extend the left leg out. Right knee is in, cross it up and over to the left. And extend this right leg out straight from here. You should feel that and make that stretch a little bit more intense down the side, especially if you flex your foot. And go ahead and bend that knee back in, bring it back in line, and switch legs. Left knee comes in, right leg extends out, up and over. And extend that leg out. Bend it back in line. We're going to go into a happy baby. Bring the insides, go grab the insides of the feet and press those knees down. Good, exhale. You're going to bring those feet, let go of the feet. If you'd like to take the stretch into a little bit more intense to stretch the upper back, you can bring the feet up over the head and touch the toes on the ground by lifting those hips up and tapping the feet. Again, this may not be for everyone, so find a stretch that works for you. And take a breath, hold it. And come on out of it. We're going to rock up to a seated position. Scooch those hips back. Nice, perfect. We're going to come into a little bit of a V. So not quite a straddle, but not parallel. A little bit of a V. Think of a pizza slice. And we're just going to reach it forward. Keeping that back either very rounded, that's comfortable, or if you want to increase your stretch a little bit more, keep your back as flat as possible and reach forward. You're going to feel that more in those inner right areas as well. And I want you to flex your feet, pressing the heels down into the floor, pressing the legs down into the floor. And go ahead and exhale and curve that back over. Nice big round C shape with your spine. And we're going to lean over towards our right foot, focusing that stretch on our right hamstring. Try to relax the muscles in your quads if you're squeezing them. And slowly walk your hands across the center over to the left. And reach for that left leg. And inhale up. Bring those legs together. Reaching for the toes. Let's bring the arms up. nice and tall. I want you to lift up as high as you can and then reach over for those toes. And find a position where you feel your stretch, but it's not painful. So if you have to come down to the ankles or the shins, that's fine. And hang out. You're gonna take 5 big deep breaths. And letting your head hang over, your back is rounded, whatever feels right. And inhale back up. Come on out of it. Shake out those legs. All right. And that is our time for today for our quick stretch. Don't forget to hydrate if you didn't drink your water today. Do it.